All right. Hello, US tennis fans. You are participating in a Miss Hit Tennis hitting session. I am DeSquinch. Let's talk a little bit of tennis. What are we going to talk about today? Let's see here. Let's do, first of all, let's fix my little headband here. It's looking silly. Okay, let's talk about Sofia Kenin. She's now in the top 50. She played just well enough in Dubai to sneak in. So let's highlight that, and that'll prompt another little discussion. And then what's the other thing that I wanted to do? Just kind of go over how the women played in Dubai. Won't take long. Last week was kind of a slow week. This week is kind of a slow week. We'll go over what our players are playing. We've got two different WTA events, one down in Mexico, one in Austin, that our top women are kind of split between. And then we've also got an ATP 500 down in Rio that everybody's playing basically. So that's their warm up for the Indian Wells Miami spring swing, the US spring swing. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty. So that's not what I want. That's what I want. Screen share. Okay, so first let's take a look at the schedule. As I was saying, right, we're here. Where are we? We're here. Um, so yeah, the women just finished the I think some people call that the Middle East swing portion of the women's uh like winter schedule. So they're in Qatar, Dubai, two back-to-back 1000s, and they flamed out. I talked about it in last week's stream. It's more like they're just gone from the United States for so long. They kind of hit the wall there. So that's what it seemed like happened. But we had a lot of players in Dubai that didn't necessarily do well. And on the men's side, it's really just kind of nothing going here. They've been playing some little 500s here, some stuff here and there, but for the most part, everything's gearing up now for a huge March. So we will certainly be excited for that starting next week. And then you can see that the stream will change, right? For those first weeks, I'll do Monday, Thursday, second week daily. Maybe I'll do all daily. I don't know. Obviously, I'm figuring all this stuff out on the fly. So that's where we are in the schedule. Let's also take a look at the matrix. No movement practically on the men, right? It looks like Tommy Paul went down one, Shelton went down one, just all the basics. Nobody in, nobody out. Um, on the women's side, we had some people gain a little bit, but that's just because Jasmine Paolini slipped down. She's having not a great start to this year, and she's lost enough points that she slipped. And we've got the 3-4-5 right now. Goff, Pegula, Keys, 3-4-5. That's pretty impressive, actually. It's hard to do. Navarro slipped. She's down to 10. You can see the way she's going. I'm a little bit worried about her. She doesn't I don't know. We'll talk about her sometime. Maybe when we get this thing down well enough that we can really go into a talk about a player. Maybe like when there's at least one person in here chatting with me. Maybe that will happen one day. Collins, she's been slipping. She doesn't care. She hasn't been playing much, like I said a couple times now. This seems to be a weird year for her where she's just out making a little bit of money, but she doesn't care too much. Anisimova made her jump. She's still chill. Kruger. Then we got our 40 females. Kruger, Ashlyn Kruger at 41. Peyton Stearns won a pretty good match for her to jump up and strengthen her spot at 43 instead of hovering on the edge quite so much. And Kenin jumped into 47. So she did that by winning a couple matches. So basically over in Dubai, everybody just flamed out in the first round or the second round. And except for Kenin, like she got to the third round, and I think maybe Stearns did. That's how they kind of became the story. But yeah, that's the matrix. I have updated the guide also, so no need to talk about the men. So let me just kind of flip down here to the women. This is where we were at, and I will also, why don't we do right now, let's go take a look at Sofia Kenin. Okay, so first of all, she's from Moscow, Russia. That's where she was born. Age 26, and here's the most interesting part. I did not know she was ranked all the way up to number 4 in the world at one point in time. Wow. She's currently at 47 and she's been there forever. If we go back to the Matrix, here's something else interesting. If we go back to the Matrix and you look at Kenan, right? So we're here. And let me open this up. So there's a lot of people that have been in the top 50 and then they fall out, and I just hide them, right? We got McCartney Kessler, who's about to go back in. She's playing good. Caroline Dolehide, Taylor Townsend, Sloane Stevens. These are names we all know, but they're not in the top 50, so they not, I hide them once they become. But what's interesting about Kenan, so let's hide you again. What's interesting about Kenan is she was in there last year. She had done good enough to get up into around, Q3 of last year. She jumped in and then jumped back out. Now I have tons of rows hidden here. That's not worth undoing. Screw it. Let's undo it. Okay, it wasn't here. So she must have done good here. Get off that. There we go. Yeah, she got in 45, 46, 49. She flamed right back out. But now she's back in, and hopefully she can stay that way. This is getting to be a lot of people here. I'm wondering if I should go to top 40 just to like not have to do so much research. But who knows? Let's see. It might be the perfect amount of research to like fill up a little bit of content every time. So let's get back off here. We've been through the schedule. We're into the guide now. We checked out Sofia Kenin's new slide, and comment in the comments below, or join up for one of these streams at some time, because this is not the first time this has happened to me. It might be, but I don't remember the first time it did. But like, what do you do with someone born in Russia who is now probably a dual citizen, also has US citizenship? And like, does she play on our Billie Jean King Cup teams? Like, has she ever played for the USA? Does she consider herself an American? Does she deserve to be in our rankings? I don't know the answer. It's probably on a case by case basis, but it's something I want to look into now that this use case has propped up. So, anyways, there's that. Um, and then let's go ahead and leave that open, but I don't think we need it much. I pulled up some draws just so you could see. It's kind of hard to see. I don't think this is the greatest content when I do this, but you can see all these USAs we had over there in Dubai. And you got Pegula, buy, win, loss. That was actually pretty good for her. Goff, buy, loss. Anisimova, loss. Navarro, buy, win, loss. So our big hitters didn't get past the third round, and their first round was buy, and our medium people couldn't get past the second round, and it all made for a pretty poor showing. This is what we got going on coming up this week. This is so Meridia Open Akron 2025. This is in Mexico. So this is at 250. So this might be a good time to understand the information on this little sheet a little bit better, right? So, oh wait, no, this is a 500. Wait a second here. Wait a second here. Okay, so WTA 500, the Open in Akron. So what they do at the bottom of these sheets, they tell you who your seeded players are, right? Let me get this bigger. They tell you who your seeded players are. They tell you the prize money, and they also tell you the points. So 470 points. I always thought the winner of a 500 got 500 points. So I don't know. Maybe there's some weird calculus you have to make because of something or other, but whatever. So Navarro's down there, right? Navarro's down there as a one seed. Interesting. Be interesting to see how she holds up as a one seed. So you know what? It is kind of a weak field for a 500. But anyway, she's got a bunch of players down there that she needs to roll with and see what happens. But she's pretty much all we got down there. Everybody else played the closer tournament, the USA tournament. Sloane Stevens down there also as a wild card, but yeah, that's it. So then everybody else is playing this one here. Pegula, wild card, Rapolo. or USA's. There's one, Katie Volinet. She's actually coming close to being ranked in the top 52. See, we've got like three more: Katie Volinets, Ann Lee, maybe four more. Just out, McCartney Kessler, just outside of the top 50. So next thing you know, we're gonna have like 15 players in the top 50. It's gonna take me forever just to research each episode. Dole Hyde's over there, Peyton Stearns, here's Kessler, Catherine McNally, uh, Bernarda Pera, you know, a whole bunch of USAs, and a lot of them are seeded. So that's how the women's field is split for this week, and we'll keep an eye on all of them. And then what about over here? This is the Mexico tournament that all the men are playing. So let's take a look at the seed list first. Tommy Paul, Ben Shelton, Francis Tiafo. So a couple of our bigger hitters are down there, right? Here's Tiafo, here's Paul, here's Marcus Duran. Good showing puts him back into the top 50. Alex Mickelson, Bazavaretti, qualifier. Ooh, that would be a big win over Shapovalov. I feel like he only needs one big win to kind of get him kick-started a little bit. Ben Shelton's in there, Nakashima, everybody's tuning up for the big march, right? Lerner Tien is a qualifier. So this will be exciting to kind of keep an eye on. But at the end of the day, it's still 500. See, this one, 500 points. So whatever. A lucky loser is someone who lost in the qualifying tournament. They always save a couple spots for the best players in the qualifying tournament. And so say they save four spots, and the four best players make it over to the actual tournament, the real tournament, but then one of them's hurt or he has to withdraw or conflict, whatever. Um, then the fifth person on the list gets into the main tournament, and they're called lucky losers. All right, so I think that's about it. I think we'll just leave it here for a second. And I'll try to think if there's anything else. I was trying to go kind of quick today because I want to get into it and actually give some content instead of being so haphazard about just what I'm doing here. I've got you know what, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. I'm gonna hopefully put this into a video that kind of explains my site. Let's do a little housekeeping and just talk about what's going on, right? What the heck is going on out here? What am I trying to build? I'm trying to build a whole bunch of different connected channels about US tennis players. And that's the hobby part for me. I'm obviously, tennis is a hobby, and being a tennis fan is a big deal. But I like messing with all this, and I've just started, so I'm terrible at all of it. Uh, I've learned how to do a live stream. I got that part down. Now I have to put that off to the side and learn how to make videos, so that like the video content portion of this site is actually relevant. I've started tweeting on X and on Blue Sky. Um, Not very well, but I at least have the accounts and I tweet a little bit. So follow me over there if you get it. But like that's another place I want to concentrate more on. I've got the accounts for TikTok and Instagram. I haven't even started trying to figure out how to make content on those platforms that to help this. I've got the Twitch handle out there. Like I want to learn multi-streaming. So like really just all the nerdy tech and hooking all these pieces together is what's fun for me. But also the test is obviously fun for me. I mean, who else keeps like spreadsheets about how the players are moving in the rankings? Regardless, I'm just gonna keep bringing a little bit of content. I don't spend too much time per day on this. I kind of get ready for the live stream when I have one, and I just spend a little bit of morning time each day on it, and it's a lot of fun for me. But there's only so much time, so it will only progress and get better at a very, very slow rate. So I just want to put that on the table to begin with. Not that anybody's hearing this or it matters, but like I said, I'm going to make a video. That's one of the next things that's kind of getting to the top of the list is I need to make that intro video on my YouTube channel. So like it auto plays when people come to it. I mean, most people have that autoplay turned off, but at least I do. But just like is like maybe 20 seconds explaining what my channel is all about, and that is I don't know, come in the next week or two, hopefully. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else. Nobody's here, so it's not like there's any comments to move over to. Another thing I'm going to do soon is move my chat out to the main screen so you can see the chat while the live stream is going. And that will hopefully entice more people to engage. But I don't know that I'll do that until I get rid of this stupid PowerPoint presentation or Google Sheets background. I'm building out all of a similar kind of structure into just a basic WordPress site. And the idea is that that will be the frame of, the background of my live streams for the most part, with all the information I need there to talk about what I'm talking about, similar to how I'm using this Google Sheet right now, where I've got a little section framed up for where my camera goes, and I don't put any other content there. I'm going to be able to do that same thing with the website, hopefully, if I can do things correctly, and then I can like cover up ads with streaming stuff, right? Instead of seeing an ad, you'll see my face, because I'll perfectly cover that ad up with the same size box that I'm using to bring my face into the streaming software. And then the other thing I was thinking about, oh, and then I'll have to figure out, I'll just use a low priority areas of the page or of the screen to kind of block out parts for what the live stream needs. So the website is really just a support piece completely for the live stream. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And then yeah, so that's it. So if anybody actually made it to the end and they heard all that and they have thoughts on that, and any parts of it sound stupid or any sound fun or whatever, you think whatever you think of it, I'd love to hear. So do leave a comment. With that, I will close things down, and we will say thank you.